If you've spent the last few evenings scrolling through endless listings of trailer accessories, weighing the pros and cons of every aluminum wheel riser, and still feel that knot in your stomach because you're not sure which one actually makes sense for your dock, this review is here to clear that up. You're probably thinking about the safety of loading, the hassle of lifting heavy pallets, and whether the price tag will actually save you money in the long run. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When it comes to loading docks, the problem isn't just about getting a trailer under the dock lip. It's about doing it consistently, safely, and without turning your crew into a line of strained backs. The Bluff Manufacturing Bluff AWR 624102 heavy-duty aluminum wheel riser is positioned as a solution that promises to eliminate unsafe below-dock loading conditions while still being easy enough for a single person to handle. That promise sounds good on paper, but what matters is how it behaves when you actually roll a trailer onto it, when you're dealing with uneven ground, and when you need to keep the ramps from slipping under a loaded pallet. First off, the most obvious benefit is the way the riser lifts the trailer wheels just enough to line up perfectly with the dock edge. In a typical warehouse where the dock height is fixed, a trailer that sits a couple of inches low can cause the loading dock plates to flex, creating a dangerous gap. By inserting a 6-inch aluminum riser under each wheel, you raise the trailer's axle so the deck sits squarely on the dock. That alone cuts down on the wiggle that can lead to pallets tipping or dock plates cracking. In practice, you'll notice a smoother, more level interface the moment you drive the trailer onto the risers, and that translates into quicker, steadier unloading. The next thing people worry about is how heavy those risers are to move around. Bluff's design uses cutouts that let you grip the side of each piece, which is a small but clever detail. In the field, that means a single worker can lift and position the riser without needing a forklift or a second set of hands. The aluminum construction keeps the weight down compared with a steel alternative, yet still feels solid enough that you don't worry about it bending under a loaded wheel. I've watched a couple of dock teams pop these on and off in under a minute, which is a real time saver during a busy shift. Durability is another headline that often gets tossed around without context. The fact that the riser is machined from aluminum gives it a natural resistance to rust, which is a big plus if your dock is exposed to the elements or you're dealing with salty air near a coastal port. In a real-world scenario, you won't be swapping out these pieces every season. They'll stay in place for years, only needing occasional cleaning of debris that might get lodged in the cutout slots. The non-skid tread on the ramp surface also adds a practical layer of safety. When a pallet sits on the ramp, the tread helps keep the wheels from sliding forward unintentionally. Now, no product is without its trade-offs. Because the riser is built for heavy-duty use, it's sized to handle the weight of a trailer axle and any cargo that might be pressing down on the wheels. That means the footprint is larger than some ultra-lightweight plastic alternatives. If you have a tight storage area where every inch counts, you'll need to allocate a little more room for the riser when it's not in use. It also means the initial price point sits a bit higher than a basic rubber ramp, which can be a turnoff for a small operation that only loads a trailer once a week. However, those who factor in the cost of potential dock damage, employee injury claims, and the time lost when a misaligned trailer slows down the whole loading process will find the investment justified. Who should buy this? If you run a medium to large warehouse that sees multiple trailer arrivals each day, or if you operate a regional distribution center where safety compliance is under constant audit, the Bluff riser is a strong fit. It's also worth considering for businesses that load heavy pallets or bulk items that can shift easily if the dock isn't perfectly level. The aluminum construction will hold up under the repetitive stress of daily use, and the ease of hand lifting means you won't need to purchase additional handling equipment just to get the risers in place. On the flip side, if your operation only deals with a handful of trailer moves a month, or you have a perfectly level dock that already aligns with your trailer deck, you might be over-engineering your solution. In those cases, a simple set of wooden blocks or a basic rubber ramp could meet the need at a fraction of the cost. Also, if you're working in an environment where the dock surface is consistently slick or oily, you'll want to pair the riser with additional anti-slip mats, because while the tread helps, it